welcome to day 3 of movies starring your favourite Game of Thrones actors. And this one stars Kit Harington, aka Jon Snow. Now, full disclosure, I say he's starring, he is in this movie, but I have to warn you, he is not in this movie very much. This movie really belongs to Ben Barnes, who is known as Prince Caspian from the Narnia movies, and Jeff Bridges, who obviously you know from many movies, including the kind of the Tron movie. So this is a basically a film that is reminiscent of films like Van Helsing, the Clash of the Titans remake, Hansel and Gretel. It's that kind of a bombastic, CGI-filled fantasy flick, which is really just very much sort of style over substance. And basically it focuses on Ben Barnes' character, who is his apprentice to Jeff Bridges' sort of like mentor, seasoned witch hunter, and it's basically they're hunting down this witch who is kind of arisen to sort of take over the empire, Julianne Moore, who is the best thing in this film. And Kit Harington is also a kind of apprentice as well, but I wish their roles would have been reversed, because Kit Harington's role is relatively minor, whilst Ben Barnes is the kind of I guess the main protagonist here, and has the acting ability of a piece of wood and just does not emote at all. So I'm sure he has his fans, but I found him extremely bland and was one of the reasons why I think this movie has failed at the box office. So it's really just a kind of, you know, an action set piece after an action set piece. It goes on at a fair old pace, and there's lots of interesting designs of creatures and monsters here. I did like there's kind of like a side character who is this kind of ogre guy who is on the side of the good guys. I actually found him pretty interesting. And like I said, Julianne Moore literally is chewing up the scenery and makes a pretty good witch here, but being both terrifying and pretty damn sexy at the same time. There's an annoying shoehorned love story in here, as you'd probably expect, and it really is just kind of one CGI fight after another. So I think it's okay if you kind of want a bit of a sort of a popcorn flick, one that you just kind of watch and really you don't sort of try and pick holes out too much, because you will find holes in this film. Like I said, I think that the problem here is some of the casting. Jeff Bridges, you know, he's doing this weird accent. It sounds like Bane the whole time, and it seems like he's drunk for most of the movie. Ben Barnes, absolutely no good as the leading man. I don't know why this guy still gets work. And to say Kit Harington, sorry if I've duped you there, but I try to review films that I haven't kind of done before that are sort of fantasy type, and I wanted to include this one, but he really isn't in all that much. But I guess, you know, his character is, from what we see of it, you know, you want to kind of see more of it. Unfortunately, you don't. So it's okay. Like I said, if you're a fan of those kind of CGI monster movies, then you kind of might like this one. It certainly isn't a boring film. There are, you know, it rattles on at a fair old place. There's plenty to sort of look at on the screen, and the creature designs, you know, are very interesting. But unfortunately, it's a very sort of generic, weirdly cast action flick that your main lead just can't get behind. You simply don't care about. So I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.